Well, good afternoon. Today I'm joined by my colleague, Councilmember Mark Kersey, Lori Sava with the San Diego Regional Economic Development Corporation, and Devin Clague, CEO of Clague Industries and President of the Marina Business Association, as well as business leaders from throughout the city of San Diego. We are here this afternoon to protect a program that helps San Diegans create jobs and improve their quality of life. This program also helps attract and retain businesses in San Diego and other cities in California. Today we're talking about enterprise zones. And enterprise zones are one of California's last remaining economic development tools that's now unfortunately under attack by the governor's proposal that seeks to roll back this very important program. You know, there's been a lot of discussion about Texas governor trying to lure business away from San Diego. Well, I have a message for our governor, which is we don't want Texas to mess with California. We should not be messing with a program that works. San Diego County has enterprise zones from Rancho Bernardo to Chula Vista to San Ysidro. They have played a key role in marketing San Diego as a desirable location for businesses, providing tax incentives for the hiring of disadvantaged individuals, and giving businesses the opportunity to expand their operations through tax credits and other cost-saving mechanisms. Over the past 5 years, 920 companies in enterprise zones have hired or retained 31,000 local workers at a wage of 140% higher than the state minimum wage. And 87% of those hired live in an area with a majority of residents in low or moderate income levels. The economic impact to our region has been estimated to approach $300 million. There's a proposal out of Sacramento to reclaim tax credits from hardworking businesses so it can refill the state's budget. This proposal will reduce the effectiveness of enterprise zones by restricting tax credits that our businesses receive for hiring, particularly working poor individuals, which is one of the definitions that we'll be talking about later today. This means that the plan to raise revenue for Sacramento could instead cost Sacramento more by forcing some of the poorest Californians to go on government assistance. And that is not something, certainly, that anyone would want to see. Next month, Councilmember Kersey and I will be introducing legislation and a resolution to reaffirm San Diego's support for the enterprise zone program. If we want to keep working families employed and local businesses in California, we must keep a robust enterprise zone program. Thank you, and now it's my pleasure to introduce my colleague, Councilmember Mark Kersey. Mark?
Thank you, Kevin. Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us. The Enterprise Zone program is one of the few incentives that we have in our business expansion, attraction, and retention arsenal. 2 years ago, enterprise zones and redevelopment both were targeted to help balance the state's budget. Redevelopment was killed, and our neighborhoods are still struggling with its demise. Almost everything is on hold. New streetlights and sidewalks in underserved neighborhoods, affordable housing projects, parks in low-income areas, and key projects to cure blight have been at best delayed and at worst killed. I am concerned that proposed changes to the Enterprise Zone program will double the pain for businesses in many of the former redevelopment areas and have a cooling effect on the hiring of low-income employees. First, I am relieved to see that the governor wants to change the program rather than eliminate it. That's one positive thing. Now, I support making the program more efficient and ensuring that it works as it was intended, but the reform should be used to improve the program, not fix Sacramento's budget problems. Proposed changes are estimated to increase the state's general fund by $10 million next year and about $50 million every year after. When we're talking about a state budget that's over $100 billion, $10 million is what a friend of mine from Sacramento likes to call budget dust. I would encourage the state to find ways to improve and expand the program, but not limit it. And here is where I believe the state has missed its mark. There's a proposal to eliminate income verification, like a paycheck or income statement, in order to qualify in the economically disadvantaged enterprise zone hiring credit category. Instead, the individual would have to prove that they're on some kind of public assistance. Now that assumes that everyone who is low income is in fact on public assistance. And that's just not the case. Last year, San Diego vouchered nearly 300 individuals in the low-income category. If someone qualifies as low income, they should be eligible regardless of whether they are on public assistance. The state is also proposing to limit vouchering to 1 year from the date an employee is hired. Now, I support ending the practice of open-ended retroactive vouchering, but the Employment Development Department can take more than 12 months just to issue the certificate necessary to verify eligibility. Also, our small and medium-sized businesses do most of the paperwork themselves rather than using a consultant. It's common for them to just do the paperwork once a year. If you limit retroactive vouchering to 12 months, our small and medium-sized businesses will disproportionately suffer. Vouchering 2 or 3 years from the hire date makes a lot more sense than just 1 year. Finally, we recently completed an expansion of our enterprise zone. We added about 2,300 acres. One of the companies in the expanded zone is Soitec, a solar manufacturer that happens to be located in my district in Rancho Bernardo. And we have Mike Armstrong from Soitec here with us today. When Soitec was looking to grow into North America, they looked at states throughout the Southwest. San Diego was able to attract the company due to our talented workforce and because we planned on expanding the enterprise zone into some of our older industrial parks. Some of these parks that were perfect locations for Soitec. Because of this program, Soitec decided to locate in my district, creating 450 permanent jobs, as well as over 1,200 temporary construction jobs. Soitec is an example of the types of clean tech companies that are drivers of our green economy. And they decided to locate in California, in the city of San Diego, because, in large measure, of the Enterprise Zone program. So the criticism that this program just shuffles companies around the state of California is misguided. I plan on asking my colleagues to move forward with another Enterprise Zone expansion so that companies throughout our city can benefit from this program. So I hope that the state will listen to our concerns today. Helping our local businesses survive and thrive is critical to the health of our economy. Making jobs available for veterans and those in the low-income brackets is a priority for all of us. Changes to the Enterprise Zone program should be focused on creating jobs, not balancing Sacramento's budget. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for your leadership on this. Now I'd like to introduce Lori Sava from the San Diego Regional Economic Development Corporation.
Thank you, Councilmember. Thank you all for being here. The business of the Economic Development Corporation is to help companies locate here. We attract companies, we work with companies that hope to expand here, and when companies are having problems, we hope to help them to retain them here. And it's hard to imagine on a day like this that it takes more than the beautiful quality of life that we have sometimes to make that deal. But it does, and we have very few incentives to offer companies. The Enterprise Zone is really the cornerstone of what we have to offer. And as we've all seen recently, lots of states are coming for our companies. So we're very hopeful that the proposed reforms don't gut this tool. We will be participating in this afternoon's workshop, and our goal is to bring some examples of the kinds of companies, as were mentioned, Soitec in Rancho Bernardo and the Wheat Group in Otay Mesa. Have used this to expand here, and our goal is to make sure that this valuable tool stays in our basket of tools, which is pretty empty at this point. So my colleague Ephraim Beiser is here, and he can speak to, if you'd like, any of the specific reforms that we're concerned with. Thank you.
Thank you, Lori. And our last speaker today is Devin Clague from the Marina Business Association. Devin?
As president of the Marina Business Association, my mission is to bring opportunities to our area. One of those opportunities has been to be a part of the new Enterprise Expansion Zone. I'm seeing firsthand the results of what an Enterprise Expansion Zone can deliver. Through this program, more businesses have the opportunity to expand and provide good-paying jobs. New businesses are looking to expand into our area as we speak. Rolling back this program will stifle economic growth and prevent, in our area, individuals from improving their quality of life. Thank you very much.